All right, let's talk about something that can feel a bit like magic, but is actually pure strategy. SEO, search engine optimization. Today, we're going to break down exactly how you can get your website found on Google so it's not just sitting out there in the digital wilderness.
I mean, you've seen it, right? You type something into Google and it feels like the same handful of websites are always hogging those top spots. How do they do that? Well, I'll tell you. It is not luck. It is not an accident. There's a whole system at play.
And that system? It's called SEO. Put simply, SEO is just the process of making your website more attractive to search engines like Google so they show it to more people. It's the art and science of getting seen. So let's really dig into why this is so absolutely crucial for pretty much anyone with a website. Okay, check this out. This really puts things into perspective. The overwhelming majority of people, we're talking a huge chunk, click on one of the top few results. If you're on page 2, or let's be honest, even at the bottom of page 1, you might as well be invisible. That number 1 spot gets the lion's share of all the attention.
And this is the fundamental logic, the whole point of SEO. When you get to the top of Google, more people see you. That's more visibility. More visibility leads directly to more visitors, more traffic to your site. And if you're running a business, what does more traffic mean? You got it, more potential customers. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful funnel.
Let's make this super concrete. Imagine you sell something really specific, like alloy steel pipes. If a potential buyer searches for that exact phrase and you pop up right at the top, boom, that's a high-quality lead right there. But if you're buried on page 5, well, that buyer has probably already found your competitor and is halfway to making a purchase. That's the real-world value of SEO in a nutshell. So, how in the world does Google decide who gets that coveted top spot? It's not some big mystery. It's actually a pretty fascinating 3-step process that every single website goes through. First up, Google sends out these little automated bots. They're called crawlers to discover your site. They read everything, your pages, your content, the links, the whole shebang. Step 2, if they like what they find, they store a copy of your page in this gigantic digital library known as an index. And finally, the magic moment, ranking. When someone searches, Google's algorithm zips through that index and, in a fraction of a second, sorts the pages to show the absolute best results. The entire goal of SEO is to ace every single one of these steps. And hey, here's a super quick and useful tip for you. If your site isn't in that index, it literally cannot be ranked. You can check this for yourself right now. Just go to Google and type site and then your website's address. If your pages show up, you're in the index. Awesome. If not, well, it means Google doesn't even know you exist yet. Okay, so we get the what's and the how. Now let's talk about the doing. The best way to think about SEO is that you have 3 main tools in your toolkit.
The first tool is what we call on-page SEO. This is all the stuff you have direct control over. The words on your pages, the way you structure your articles, your images. It's all about making your content super clear and valuable to both your human visitors and the search engine bots. These right here are the building blocks. Your page title, that's like the headline of an article. It has to grab attention and be relevant. Your headings, the H1s and H2s, they act like chapters, making your content easy to scan. And it's not just about cramming keywords in there. It's about creating genuinely high-quality content that answers a person's question. Even little things, like adding alt text to describe your images, help search engines understand what's going on visually. All right, next up in our toolkit is off-page SEO. This is all about building your website's reputation across the wider internet. See, it's not just about what you say about yourself, it's about what other people are saying about you. And the absolute king of off-page SEO is backlinks. A backlink is when another website links to yours, and Google sees this as a vote of confidence. But, and this is a big but, not all votes are created equal. A single link from a well-respected, authoritative site is worth way more than 100 links from spammy, irrelevant sites. Quality over quantity, always. Other signals, like people mentioning your brand or leaving good reviews, also add to this picture of trustworthiness. And our third and final tool is technical SEO. You can think of this as the foundation of your house. If the foundation is cracked or shaky, it doesn't matter how great the rest of the house looks. If your site is slow or broken, all your amazing content might not even get seen. I mean, just think about your own experience online. Do you ever wait around for a slow site to load? No way. Do you pinch and zoom on a site that isn't made for your phone? Probably not for long. Google knows this. That's why having a fast, secure, mobile-friendly website isn't just a nice little bonus anymore. It's an absolute must for ranking.
And here's a perfect example of what a clean technical structure looks like. This URL tells you exactly what the page is about before you even click on it. It's descriptive, it's simple, and it's easy for both humans and search engines to understand. No messy numbers or confusing codes. Simple is better.
Now, a question I hear all the time is, why go through all this trouble? Why not just pay for ads on Google? And that's a great question. It's so important to understand the difference between earning your spot and just buying it.
So let's just lay it out side by side. With ads, you pay and you get traffic almost instantly. It's fast. But the moment you stop paying, poof, the traffic is gone. SEO is the total opposite. The traffic you get is organic or free. Now, it takes time, we're talking months, sometimes longer, to build up that momentum, but the result is a sustainable, long-term asset that keeps working for you and building trust with your audience.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Think of it this way. Paying for ads is like renting an apartment. It's great, it's instant, but the second you stop paying rent, you're out. Investing in SEO, that's like building your own house. It takes time, it takes work for sure, but in the end, you own a valuable asset that generates returns for years to come. So if we tie this all together into a simple process, it looks like this. It all starts with understanding what your audience is actually searching for. That's keyword research. Then you create awesome content that answers their questions. You optimize that content on the page, make sure your website's technicals are solid, build your authority with backlinks, and over time, you watch yourself climb those rankings. And that, right there, is the fundamental shift in thinking you need to have. It is no longer enough to just have a website. These days, that's just table stakes. The real question you need to be asking yourself is this: is your website truly built to be found? Thanks for joining me.